Hello, Hofstra fans, and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report. And I'm here with the head coach of Hofstra Wrestling, Dennis Papadatos. Good afternoon, Coach. How are you today?
Doing good. Good.
It's good to hear, Coach. It's good to hear. We're doing all right on our end as well. You closed out the regular season home schedule this past Saturday with a doubleheader against Harvard. An unfortunate defeat against the Crimson. It was a close one though. And then against Sacred Heart later in the day, that was a good win for the Pride, ending that losing streak in dual matches. You've had time to think about it. What can you say about the Saturday that was?
We're still struggling down low, against Harvard. Our big guys did what they were supposed to do. And I honestly believe, they have a very good 165-pounder who didn't weigh in, so we knew he was out. Cangellieri is the number one seed in the IWA. Very good. So when Cangellieri was out, I'm like, all right, we got 4 wins that I don't think they could beat us, right? Like, so those 4 will be pretty. I said we just need, and I felt like we were going to get bonus point wins, and we did, right? At 84, 97 heavyweight. I'm like, we just need not to give up bonus points and pull out 41 or 57, and we're going to win this duel. And we didn't pull out 41 or 57. Not to put the blame on them, but like, I thought that was our path to victory. You know what I mean? And didn't fully transpire. I thought 25 wrestled. Dylan Acevedo wrestled good against a good kid. I thought Templeton wrestled well, kind of did what they needed to do. And then, when Justin lost, it kind of took some, air out of our sails. Didn't help 49 and 57. And, Ricky finished it out, and, still not having Ross in is being detrimental. So I thought we could have pulled it out, but we didn't. And, that's on us. We didn't do what we needed to do. But thankfully, the guys that have been performing well got it done. And, Zach made one mistake and almost cost him the match, right? Like not thrown to his back. Easy takedown, going for this turn that he's really just now starting to work on. And his hips got sloppy, and the kid put him on his back. And we almost got in there. I was impressed with Zach's fight off his back, refusing to lose, and then coming back, down, I guess, 4 points at that time, and then scored the next, 11 to win by 7. So I was happy that I think he learned a valuable lesson there, right? Like just keep fighting, keep going, and you can work your way back up. And then Sacred Heart. I really was hoping we were planning on forfeiting 74. So I was really hoping to win the other 9 matches, and, we're winning at 25 and get headlocked and pinned, and 33 still, close match. Got to try to figure it out. And, we didn't pull those out, but it was nice for Justin and Mike and McGinty, who've been struggling some, to come out and dominate somebody. You know what I mean? That's always nice to do. So, it wasn't exactly what we want, but the season hasn't been exactly what we wanted. So we're keep focusing on the things that we can focus on, and, getting ready for one more week of competition.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, with the season going the way that it has, you got to take your victories where they can. Right. Visuals, with Mike and Justin and Joe kind of getting back into their winning ways. Ricky going 2-0, Charles going 3-0 with that extra match, and then Trey and Zach doing what they needed to do. It's got to take your victories where you can in sports like this.
Yeah, right. It is, and it's just, it's frustrating, and I'm gonna have a hard time with it not being frustrating all year, just because. I mean, I think we're 3-11. I honestly thought we were gonna be 11-3 at this point, right? With the lineup that we had coming in the season, I'm like, we're gonna beat all these teams, right? And Wisconsin will be tough, and Rutgers and Northern Iowa, Arizona State, Virginia Tech. I figured we pull out a win against 1 or 2 of them. You know what I mean? Maybe. And man, I was not expecting to be, the complete opposite, but, in this sport, when, 40, and right now, basically when 74 is out, we have 4 to 5 starting guys out of the lineup every match. Like it's it's hard to do. You know what I mean? It's half the lineup where, any sport would struggle. So it's frustrating, but, like I said, we're trying to focus on the good and stay focused on the good.
Yeah, that's a good mindset to have, focus on the positives. And you mentioned, you're closing out the regular season this coming Sunday against Franklin and Marshall. They got some, they have they have some guys that can get it done on the mat. You know, what have you been able to see so far from scouting the Diplomats?
They're having the best year probably they've ever had in their history.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think they're 8-1.
I think that's probably fair.
Every single kid in their starting lineup has a winning record. Like, you know, they haven't wrestled the schedule we have, right? But they have confidence and they have expectation, and they, you know, they're wrestling very well. They usually have a couple good guys, and then they have a couple holes. I don't think they have any holes. Like, they all 10 of their guys can compete, can wrestle, you know. So and they're very good at 41. And, you know, they're very competitive at heavyweight. At 84 seems to be competitive. Those are probably their, you know, and then, you know, 49 and 57. And listen, they don't have any, you know, glaring holes. So as a dual meet team, they're the best they've ever been. I don't, you know, so we got a work cut out for us, you know, and you know, we got to go and take care of business. That's what, you know, we need some of those guys that have been teeter-tottering to kind of punch through. And I think we should, you know, if that happens, then you know, we can take care of business. If it doesn't happen, then we're gonna have a lot of trouble.
Yeah. It just how you're saying, like, how they're, you know, the momentum from them is going, you know, it seems a lot like the 1920 season for Hofstra, where you got, you know, you went on that run and it was just, you know, confidence breeds success, and the success breeds that positive, you know, it's that positive loop. So
I'm sure they're excited for us to come in. I don't think they've ever beaten us ever. I could be wrong. I haven't looked back, but my guess is Franklin Marshall's never beaten Hofstra in a dual meet, and I think they're excited for this season. And what we've been, so we have to do our part, you know what I mean? And make sure, you know, it doesn't happen. But my guess is they're excited for us to come in.
Oh, absolutely. You know, can't wait for it this Sunday, February 20th at 2 p.m. Hofstra will be taking on Franklin and Marshall. Find out how to watch all the action, follow along with the action on gohofstra.com. For head coach Dennis Papadatos, I am Nick Capitos, and thank you for once again joining us for the WB Mason Coaches Report.